Hello everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how I completed this beautifying and natural bridal makeup look that I think will be so perfect for anyone's special day. So if you want to see how I completed this look, then just keep on watching. First off, we're going to be starting with the Charlotte Tilbury Wonderglow, and this is just going to give a really nice and beautiful natural luminous finish to the skin. Then we're going in with the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I picked this up a little while ago at the Nordstrom opening in Calgary, and I am so in love with it, you guys. Anything that anyone has ever said about this foundation is true. It is so beautiful. It's definitely full coverage, but gives your skin the most beautiful, glowing, dewy finish. And as you can see, as I'm putting it on here with the Sigma F80 Kabuki brush, by the way, it just totally covers up all of the redness on my face and really beautifully evens out the skin tone. I love it so much. After you've applied the foundation with the Kabuki brush, I'm just taking the Beauty Blender to further press the foundation into the skin. Doing this will just give the ultimate flawless finish. Now I'm taking my trusty and loved Bobbi Brown corrector, which I have now hit pan on. It's so sad. And we're going to be using this to counteract any dark circles that might be left under the eyes, because you really want this look to be bright and fresh and awake looking. To give the face the ultimate flawless finish, we're going to be taking one pump of the MAC Prolongwear Concealer and then one pump of the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. This one is in the shade Moonstone. And I'm mixing the two together because the Prolongwear Concealer on its own can be a little bit heavy and almost matte, but for this look I want something really dewy and natural and glowy, which is why I'm adding the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector, and that just gives the most beautiful glow to your face. If it's a little bit too much for you, then you definitely don't have to mix it and just use it as a highlighter afterwards, but I like that it just really thins out the Prolongwear Concealer and still gives nice coverage, but just that glowy, beautiful finish to the skin. And as always, I'm using the Beauty Blender to push this in, because this will pick up any of the excess product that you might apply onto the face. For bridal makeup, I definitely think it's necessary to set your makeup with a powder because you want it to last as long as possible. And here I'm using the Bare Minerals Mineral Veil because it just gives such a beautiful finish to the skin. It's almost like satiny, but it won't cause any flaking whatsoever. Then to further brighten the under eye area, we're taking the MAC Emphasize Shaping Powder and just placing that underneath the eyes using a light amount. Make sure to tap it off because you don't want too much of it, and that'll just bring more light to the area. Then we are going to be using the Charlotte Tilbury Filmstar Bronze and Glow to contour the face. This is the most beautiful contouring powder that I have ever come across. Guys, I'm so sorry for the repetitiveness, but I think I'm going to be using this forever, for my entire life. Oh! But I definitely think that you'll want to be contouring on the special day because it just looks so beautiful in photography, and it can really give your face a lot of shape if you don't have a lot of it. For me, I have a very wide and large head, so I definitely find contouring very necessary. Then for blush, we're going to be using Cubic Blush by MAC, and this is just the most perfect nude pink universal shade. It'll look good on any skin tone to give you that perfect natural pinky flush to the face. Then for bronzer, I'm going in with the NARS Laguna one, and you guys know I'm trying to use this up, so you can definitely use a matte bronzer if you don't want any more shimmer, but I'm never opposed to adding more glow to the face, and I actually really like the finish that the NARS Laguna gives. I'm definitely considering repurchasing after, and it just gives you a really beautiful sun-kissed glow. Then we're going back in with the Charlotte Tilbury Filmstar Bronze and Glow and using the highlight shade to highlight the high points of the face. How many times can you say hi in one sentence? I am so obsessed with this highlight. OMG, I can't even get over it! For the ultimate staying power for eyeshadow, I'm going back to my favorite duo, which is the NARS Smudge Proof Pro Prime Eyeshadow Base. Such a long name for that, I can't even believe it. And then we're going over top of that with the MAC Painterly Paint Pot. Soft ochre would work as well. I just am trying to use up this Painterly one, and I actually like the shade of this, even though it's a little bit more pink than some might like. But this will just make your eyelashes, eyeshadow stay all day long. Then we're going in and filling the eyebrows in with the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I'm not going to show you guys the whole thing. Fill in your eyebrows with whatever you use. Whatever you use is perfect. And I'm just going to be setting that in with the Maybelline Clear Great Lash Mascara. For eyeshadow, I'm starting off with MAC Blanc Type, and I'm just taking a big fluffy brush and applying that all over the lid basically, mostly focusing on the brow bone and the inner part of the eye, just to give it a little bit of brightness. Then I'm going to be taking MAC Soft Brown and buffing that into the crease. And Soft Brown is a warm crease color that will truly work with any skin tone. Seriously, it is the perfect crease shade for everybody. Then I'm taking MAC Naked Lunch eyeshadow and just putting that all over the lid. It's just a really beautiful glowy eyeshadow that'll still look natural and not too shimmery. Then we're going to intensify the outer corner of the eye using the Brown Down eyeshadow. And this is just one of my favorite browns to work with from MAC, and you can just keep adding to it until you get the intensity that you want. Then we're going to be using MAC Blacktrack Eyeliner and just applying this as thinly as possible to the lash line. Don't worry about being like crazy precise with it. It can be messy because we're going to be smudging it out after. You just want to make sure that you are deepening and darkening that lash line and doing a little tiny flick if you feel. Then we're going to be using the same brown down shade, and on a flat shader brush, this is the MAC 239, we're going to be smudging this out. Smudging out the liner will just give a beautiful smoky effect to the eye, and then you don't have to worry about smudging a winged eyeliner throughout your wedding night, because there's probably going to be tears and a lot of emotions and touching and rubbing of the face. This is seriously one of my easiest and favorite ways to do eyeliner, and you can just clean up the tips with a Q-tip and use a beauty blender to add up any of the foundation that might have been lost. Then we're going back in with the soft brown on the lower lash line. We're taking this all along the lower lash line just to connect the dots and make all of your eyes smoky, and then taking the brown down shade and just focusing this on the outer corner of the lower lash line. Then to highlight, we're taking the MAC Shroom eyeshadow and just placing that into the inner corner of the eye and on the brow bone. Then I am taking the MAC Chromographic Nude eyeliner and just lining the waterline with this. This will just further brighten up the eye area, but you can definitely use a darker liner if you want a more smoky look. Then for eyelashes, I'm going to be using the MAC 36 lashes. These are the most perfect eyelashes for any bridal look. Seriously, they look beautiful on everybody. They're so natural and fluttery, and it just makes you look like a freaking butterfly, and I love them so much. After the lashes are applied, we're going to use the MAC Gigablack mascara, Gigablack Lash, whatever, applying that to the top and bottom lashes, and this doesn't say it's waterproof, but it is waterproof. It will not budge or smudge whatsoever. For lips, I'm taking the MAC Dervish Lip Liner, and I love this lip liner because it's a really natural pink shade, but still looks like you've done something with your lips. It's not totally nude, and I'm using this to fill in the entire lip area because it will seriously last all night and not budge no matter what you're doing. And I'm just going to take my finger and kind of pat that in and let the lips absorb the shade. And then we're going to be going over top of this with the NYX Butter Gloss in Creme Brulee. This is just my favorite lip combination for my skin tone and lip color. Use whatever works best for you. This is just one of my favorite lip combos that looks the most flattering on me. Then we're going to be setting this all in with the Urban Decay Chill Makeup Setting Spray. If you have more oily skin, then just use the regular all-nighter or the oil slick. I just love the chill version. And then after it's all set in, everyone, that is it for this look. I absolutely love it. I think the eyes look so stunning, but they're not overly done. This is definitely a more natural bridal look, so let me know in the comments down below if you would like to see a more intense bridal look. Please leave any other video recommendations that you have for me in the comments down below as well. And as always, thank you so much for watching this video, everyone, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!